Hey guys, Tuckered Out Life come to you on this Monday morning Monday morning here. And so been thinking about this topic for a while. And as we just got finished putting groceries away, it hit me. You know what? I said, you know what? It's time. Let's go and have this talk. And it's something that some of you know that we work on here and we've been working on for the past year. And I'll give you some background in a second. But that is being a non-meat eating family or working towards it. So, yeah, there it is. For those of you that have not known or, haven't heard me talk. So, about 10, 11 months ago, talked to my wife, been going back and forth with it for a while, and got injured on a training run, trying to get back into some shape. Body had just was getting out of whack, and weight was getting out of whack. And I told her, I said, look, there's something that's been weighing on me for about a year. And I said, I want to try to go vegan. There you go. Kind of crazy. Growing up in the South, still living in the South. You've had meat your entire life, and all of a sudden to say, I'm going to cut it out. And so we had some conversations about it. And as a family, I told my wife, I said, look, I'm not going to ask you guys to do this, but it's something I really feel I have to do and something I want to do. And so as a family, we decided to get together and we did it. So for probably the next 6-8 weeks, we ate absolutely pretty much no meat and started getting into the lifestyle of it. And I can say personally, to this day, I still prefer it. Now, I say all that to let you know this. Yes, we do still eat meat here at the house. I have still eaten meat since then. Actually, just ate meat this weekend. Fish, things like that. But what I do find is, and this is where this talk comes from, is that especially lots of red meat, I can immediately tell the difference in my body. And so going away from eating a lot of red meat, even chickens, a lot of it, I can tell my wife, I can tell the difference between the all natural and the stuff that's processed. And so yeah, now I'm telling you all this because it is a semi-taboo unless you get around the certain people that enjoy or open-minded to it. And I can say even listening to a lot of podcasts and books and things like that within the vegetarian vegan community, there's a lot of even conflict within there. And I'm not going to get into all that. I just want to kind of share with you what we're doing. So as a family, we still do make our weekly schedule, and that's where this is going. And the weekly schedule is primarily plant-based, little to no meats. For me, especially the family, I tell them, I'm like, look, if you guys want us to have it, I'll still cook it for you. Or my wife cooks it. So, it's not that big a deal as far as having it, things like that. But we try to make sure we plan out all of our dinners are that way. We still have regular milk in the house, but yeah, that is what we moved to. Now, the next question we get is, well, how do you, with the workout schedule and things that you do, how do you get all the protein that you have to have? A lot of research to start with, but what we found and what I found actually was the protein that I was able to get, and I say was, the protein that I'm able to get from this plant-based diet is actually a lot easier to process and quicker to use than from animals, from meat, so to speak. So I will do supplements. I don't really watch the supplements to see if it's vegan, vegetarian that much, to be honest with you. I get my supplements from Max Effort, the same one that I get most of my workout programs for. And things like that, so good supplements. But then what I will do is I will substitute, instead of regular milk or water, I substitute with almond milk. So pretty simple there. But here's where the other one comes in. So lentils, beans, huge amounts of protein, and in a lot of cases, a lot more protein than in meats. And also you have reduced fats and things like that. So it's actually better for you, which allows your body to process it. The other two things that we have found that we really like, one we found that we really like, and one that that the family's working on, but I've gotten better at it. But the first one is tempeh, and I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. But what we found, both are soybean products, and we found that tempeh is a great meat alternative. that we actually do enjoy using in a lot of things, and it actually has become almost like a weekly staple in our house to supplement. So we will use that a lot right now. I've been working over the last 8 months to figure out and find and get better at cooking tofu. Sounds crazy, something I always said I wouldn't cook, but now I've found ways that we like it. Actually cooked it for the family again last week, and I didn't cook it as well as it should have, but even my wife was like, hey, this isn't bad. We can work with it. So we're going to keep working on that as we go through. And then the whole Beyond Meat, Beyond Beef, all those products, we have found that those are very good, and it's become ways for us to keep some of the same meals that we enjoy, but to do it without that plant-based. So like my wife used to love, and we still loved hamburger steaks, we do that with the Beyond Beef. We'll do hamburger patties with that, so that way they have it. Every now and then the family will be like, hey, we just want real burgers. So I'll either make burgers for them and then do the Beyond Beef for me, or I'll just have the meat burger. So kind of just been like, so right now it's still the compromise. We're still in the phases of it. But, if for those of you that are friends of mine that are looking for ways to get healthy, I can tell you that it is not as hard as it sounds. The food is actually we actually have a lot more flavor in our diet now with and then the traditional, what we were having. Trying to figure out, well, we don't want beef, we had a whole bunch of chicken, or, well, let's have some pork. Well, now we can have all of those different things. They're not having to worry about the meat. It's more or less about the flavor that we want. And so it has really expanded our horizon out there. So with what is going on, so yeah, the cat's out of the bag for those of you that hadn't really known. So I know we've kind of just sort of done it and gone through that, but it has really helped me over the last year. It definitely helped me during this school year and during this coaching season, and even during COVID, to kind of keep weight maintained. A lot of times I fluctuate during the coaching season because we get into the hospitality rooms, we get into travel, and just knowing that, hey, my body feels terrible if I eat a lot of it, or I can feel the processing, the digestion and all that stuff. Not going to get into it, but I can feel the difference. So going into events and carrying my meals with me, or being very, very selective, definitely helped out as we went through, so that I did not have that weight gain that happened a lot of times during the season because of the stress and things and coaching, and it's able to maintain with everything that's going on. Now, the downside to all this is meal prep. But I think that in anything you're trying to do, if you're trying to maintain healthy weight, things like that, meal prep's extremely important. And that's what made me think about this, because I just got back from, like I said, grocery store, farmer's market, and I got to go meal prep. I got to go cut up vegetables. I got to go cut up fruits. Since we're back into a routine with the kids exercising, we're going to be making, I got to go get in here and get the red beans on. So get those for the red beans and rice for tonight. And that's probably the other thing that we found with this vegetarian vegan style is we're able to make a lot of stuff and we have leftovers. So now we literally will schedule leftovers 1 or 2 days a week, which of course saves on the grocery bill. So anyway, if you got questions, those of you that know me real well, shoot me a text, hit me up on DM. Also hit us up, tuckeredoutlife at gmail.com, and I'll be happy to give you my side of it. Once again, not a nutritionist, nothing like that. I'm still working through the process. But if you're a person who's, kind of on the fence, looking at it, I can kind of give you some of the resources that I've used that's kind of helped me and give you my perspective. And my wife and kids who still prefer, but they found that they actually enjoy it. We can kind of tell you how we've done it with them. So hope everybody's doing well on this Monday. Enjoy this week. Make sure you smile at people, love each other. There's too much hate going on in the world right now. Make sure you're talking. Otherwise, have a great day.